All right.
Oh, what?
Where did they? Okay, 6:30, we'll call the meeting to order. We'll open with pledge allegiance to the flag.
Flag, the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Need a motion to adopt the agenda as provided. We discuss the budget. A second. All in favor of the motion, signify by aye. Anyone opposed? Or ayes, carried. So looking at the budget rates. Oh, okay. Roll call, please. I'm sorry.
Councilmember Von Ty.
Here.
Councilmember Spedden.
Here.
Councilmember McGee.
Here.
Councilmember Hempstead.
Here.
Councilmember Covert emailed and said she was unable to attend, and I think
And Ms. Kiki Collins said she's sick, so she was
Mayor Harlow.
here. Now, any particular item on the budget you all want to address? It looks like all of the rates are staying the same as far as real estate, personal property. The only thing I don't see is
Madam Mayor, the rates do have to be approved. Those are just the last 3 years rates. So those,
okay, so aren't they approved once we approve the whole budget?
yes, but I didn't know if you wanted to discuss changing anything on the rates.
You all having discussion on that? I guess we'll have to see what the expenses are, because first I don't see the additional money for the well that we know we're gonna have to get funded, which is $125,000. So look to see where we can generate that much money. We will have some left over from the current budget because we don't have the manager's salary for the last several months. So that can carry over toward the well. You all have any ideas, suggestions? The revenue is down. I'm
What is
sorry.
your budget for the Florida? It has to be at least 100,000.
That's what it is.
Is it?
No, it said 47, I think.
Yeah, but you recommended 100,000 this year.
Y'all voted to,
Okay, it's showing on here's 100. It doesn't mean it's gonna be that much.
but it has to be in the budget.
Yeah, the allocated amount, yeah. In discussions with the attorney, he has assured me, once he goes over everything, he will not proceed if it's not necessary. He will not, continue the case. He'll go by the contract. So that's what I'm holding him to. But we do need to come up with 125,000 for the well, and we all know that's pretty desperate. So anything else on here that you can think of that's not being shown? Anybody? You got any input? Kelly, do you have any suggestions on what we can consolidate?
Are your pages numbered? Do you have numbered pages on the sheets? Okay. Is your number 10, page 10, is it the very last page of the budget? I don't know if I'm looking at the same.
Page 19.
Okay, page 19, thank you. So those last two lines there, if you go all the way over to the right-hand side where it says FY 27 recommended, the total that I just gathered information, this is not, obviously this is y'all's decision, but that this is just information that I've gathered through compiling budget numbers. Total budget revenues are 1.426 million. And total budget expenses are 1.503584, which means we need to trim $77,584 in expenses in order for this to be a balanced budget.
And did you have any recommendations for that?
There are a few. So there is I'm sorry, I have several pages of notes. On the first page of the budget, actually, it's going to be the third page. There.
Is that number 12 at the bottom?
Yes. Thank you. Account number 100-012-110-3120, professional services for the attorney. I did put in there 100,000 only because I did not have any kind of a contract to go by, or that was just a number that had been flying around. So that's potentially a place that could be cut substantially. And then on the next page, there is professional services audit and professional services CPA. This is the optimist in me, thinking that we can do 2 years of an audit in this next budget cycle. That's what I've recommended for the budget figure, but it is a pretty slow pace getting the audits done. I hope that it's going to speed up after this one. We can always appropriate money for that additional audit if we need to. So that can also be trimmed there. I think those were the only areas that I had any suggestions that we could potentially come up with that 77,584.
Well, that's still including the 125.
No.
You want to come up with something tonight, or do you want to think on it a little bit? You don't, so your real estate is estimated, do we know that number?
We don't know that number yet. No, not yet. But based on this year's revenue, likely it will be in that neighborhood. Could be more.
The assessments went up considerably, so that could
Yeah.
possibly change drastically.
The other thing that I sent out to you all separately was about the proposed rate increase by the Water Authority, which, hate to say that we would raise water rates again, but I did do some calculations, and if we would be falling a little bit short, if those rates are approved. Now, I mean, if well four continues to produce, obviously that's gonna help us out tremendously.
Well, and once we get the estimate on relining the sewer section that's not done, it could help air sewer bills also.
And with the drought, that is the best time to do it right now. We don't have any infiltration,
Yeah, if the company can come.
but we gotta locate those other manholes first. After our work. I have a question on page 13. We have 3 line items. I thought we were gonna look into, but I don't think anybody has, and I don't know exactly how to go about it, but we've got web-based services and software. 26 budget 35, recommended 40. Then down page, telecommunications, 26 budget 7, recommended 9. Internet expense, 24 for 26, and 33,000 for recommendations. I think all 3 of those line items need to be looked at, because I think we're paying for a lot more than we actually need or use.
$33,000.
Right,
What's your comment?
that we're stuck with our contract.
Is that's Comcast?
That is Comcast.
This is web-based services going from 35,000. 26 is budget. There's something that we're expecting to,
Based on, I think I did include, there was the possibility of doing a new contract for Civic Plus. So that is in there, that we could back that back down to 35. I think we would be fine with that.
What does that do for us?
the Civic Plus,
The,
what exactly, the Civic Plus?
Yeah,
so Civic Plus hosts our internet, not our internet service, our web page. Also does our meeting agendas, minutes, also does the codification, for town code.
we shop that, and that's the best deal we can get for that service.
Well, it is a government-based service for municipalities, widely used. No, we have not shopped that as far as I know, but we did just sign a contract.
Well, and it's because Bernice came up and looked over that because she's more intelligent with that than I am. And it's not something you can do overnight. It has to be studied and explored as to what's out there. And so we agreed to it 1 more year because of that. We didn't want to stop everything in the middle of the.
From my internet ignorant mind, the way I look at these line items, I think this town has got, less than 600 people, somewhere thereabout, and we're paying what Louisa, Gordonsville and other towns pay that are 5 times bigger than us. So why are we paying that much money for a service that is this small? And I don't know, maybe I'm ignorant, but it seems excessive for this small town.
And I think that's why it would take us some time to explore to find out what our options could possibly be.
Okay.
And actually, maybe that's something good you could work with. So let us help us with that. I need to check with them now that I can get all the account numbers. I can definitely call them and see what they will tell me.
I don't.
I don't understand why you have one contract and instead of enhancing that one, you get a whole new one. I don't understand the logic of that, but
Good
That-
sales.
well,
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah.
Okay, so bringing the web-based services down to 35,000, that would still put us like 10% over last year's budget overall, right? That'd be a good idea, guys, what do you think?
Bring it down to 30, bring it down to
Bring it
30.
down to 35, I think it was. Last week.
Terry, do you remember what the contract amount was?
Pacific Plus,
Uh-huh.
11.
And then it's a monthly fee, so it's totally 11 was the total.
11 was the total.
Okay, so then where does the 40 come from?
That's all of our online web-based services. That's our Google, our Microsoft, Zoom, our,
Is that Comcast also?
no, that is not Comcast. That's also the old, financial software system and the new, software system that includes the tax conversion. That includes, Camstrep, which is our meter reading. That includes our, firewall. Internet security includes, and then small ones, the Canva, the Adobe,
How much longer are you gonna need the old software?
until we complete the audit for FY 24.
And what's left to do on that?
Well, we have to complete 23 first, and then we'll
What do
go
we need to do?
on 23. Well, we're waiting for it to come back from the CPA. I guess waiting for her to give to the auditor. Everything she requested has been sent to her.
So we're getting over tax time now, hopefully they can.
Yes, right.
How much is Adobe?
Adobe runs us, like $40 a month, 45 a month.
What do we use that for specifically?
PDFs, we do a lot of editing and creating and PDFs.
You guys tried Foxit Reader?
What's it called?
It's called Foxit.
No?
It's like a free program that does basically everything the Adobe can do.
Okay,
I would download it, it's free. It's
Okay.
totally free, you can see if it works for you. You should be able to open up any file that you've edited with Adobe.
okay,
And it should all read the exact
Okay.
same, all notes and any editing tools.
okay. And it's Fox at FOXIT.
Foxit.
Okay. Thank you.
It is $40 a month.
Yeah, there we go. Keep chipping.
Well, and office supplies, I mean, that could go up, you don't know because of the price of everything, so.
Good. Yeah. Postage too, for that matter. Goodness gracious. We just keep, it just seems to be sky high, but we do have about 50% now of our water bills are emailed
Yes.
rather than mailed. So
Saves on postage and
saves on
printing.
postage and printing and on our postcards. So if you're not signed up for email water billing,
So why
Save the
do we
town
have
money.
sewage and bank fees for that?
so the bank fees are based on, I hope I'm not going to get this wrong. Based on the amount of deposits that we hold and the percentage of interest that the money earns. I did question this and she said that the rate of return has gone down significantly and everybody is incurring more fees. We are enrolled in the ACH where we both collect the water payments and our weekly payroll is done through ACH. We also have what's called positive pay. Any check that we write is uploaded to the bank so that they know that that is a legitimate check and it's a fraud prevention type thing.
Okay, how about under education and training? Do you have any projected training programs we will be doing next year?
We have to do FOIA. You're not FOIA trained.
But that doesn't cost, that's free. So, yeah, it's only $100.
Oh, I thought they said $7,000. You were wrong one.
Top of page 11, we've got something called car rental distribution revenue. Is that- We renting vehicles?
That's the U-Haul money we get from them.
Okay.
No, actually, that's car rental distribution
Yeah.
revenue. So that is, revenue that we receive from the state. It's a tax on the rental of motor vehicles in Virginia that are rented for less than 12 months, regardless of what type of dealer you rent it from. For most vehicles, the rental tax rate equals 10% of the amount that you paid for the rental. So we get a portion of that based on where they're rented from, where they travel through. It's a check that comes to us every month directly deposited into our account from the state of Virginia.
Yeah, I thought they said it came from renting more than you, or they.
Well, that may be part of it. That may be part of what that.
Salary. Are these girls getting an increase?
Depends on what we come up with. There's one thing on here that the managers pay is questionable up to 90,000,
Where's that at?
page 12. I'm still not seeing the 125,000 go for the wells.
So what is on the new town manager? If you find one, how much are they? What's the salary?
We're gonna look online, find out what state averages are for towns and localities. And which is based on population.
So you personnel now?
I do whatever I can to help the budget.
He's
I
budget.
work for the town.
First, I did talk to Bernice about that, and she pretty much said the same thing. That they're doing comparative,
So how much rate are the girls getting? 3%?
nobody's given a raise yet, we haven't gotten to that.
Thought that's what we're doing tonight.
Well, that we're supposed to go over, but I don't understand how you're gonna compensate for a raise when we don't have money to compensate for what we need. We need a well, and so.
I
we've got to
understand
figure out
that,
how to
but
get that.
these girls need,
So we have to compare their wages compared to an average state for the same size town and population. And then we'll decide whether a raise is appropriate or not. But you can't give a raise if you don't have the money.
we've always paid them.
We're personnel,
When you
And
hire a
what-
lawyer for $100,000, then
we haven't hired them for $100,000.
that's what y'all made, that's what y'all.
No,
decided.
it isn't.
No,
That
it was possibly up,
range that he said it could go through.
if it has to be taken to court, it could possibly go that far. But he's not willing to do that unless it's the absolutely best thing for the town. the little, once you all, in the next week or two, I'm assuming you'll have the wages for the state average, and Miss Cubey's sick today, so she isn't here to give us what information she's gotten, and she hasn't told me, so I don't know.
How about the health plan? We jumped from page 13.
Can you say, Kelly, most of the employees do not take that?
That's correct. Most of the employees do not take that, but you never know what kind of a turnover you're gonna have. It would be poor planning, in my opinion, to not include health plan coverage
Gotcha.
in every category.
Does that mean we need to keep it at 21,620? Or is we're going?
So that was the 26 budget amount.
Right.
The recommended for 27 is 16,890. That is the cost for one employee. This category covers two, but there's only one employee in this area that takes the coverage. That is a certainty. So that doesn't mean that, one of the two employees in that area leaves or, whatever, that another employee wouldn't need to take that coverage.
Employee only or employee and family? Because
So-
family is not our requirement.
So we pay 25% of family coverage or self plus one coverage. It is 85% of the employee portion that we pay.
State only requires the employee, doesn't it? Doesn't require.
It requires that the town or municipality pay at least 80% of the employee's portion. Council voted year before last to cover 25% of additional insured.
Well, again, we got a tight budget. We're trying to buy a well. I don't think we should be adding the extras. I think we should go what the state requires on base employees. If it's 80%, it's 80%. And the amount that we've got set aside here seems a bit excessive when you said your year-end projected total for 26 is only $6,300. And you're saying 27 should be $17,000.
Well, the 26 projected year end is because the employee who takes insurance has not been here for the full year.
So it's gonna go up to 17,000?
Yes, there was a 25% increase in the cost of the insurance this year.
Wow.
Which item is that?
Page 13, health plan.
Oh, okay, got you.
So what's the new monthly rate? Can you, so you can get that, we don't have to have that. right
Yeah,
this
I do
minute.
have it. Just give me a second.
What about the disability insurance? When did that come in?
That has been at least as long as I've been here, that's part of VRS.
And is that on every employee?
Yes, it is.
And
Is that the state requirement?
Yes, with VRS, it is.
is that Aflac?
No, that it's through VRS,
What about the group life insurance?
also through VRS.
And that's all the employees? Everybody?
Yes,
So, I mean, those amounts are not immense.
the cost of, the monthly cost of health insurance for the 2026 fiscal year, total monthly cost for employee only is $1,104. We pay 85% of that, which is $938.40. The employee pays 15% of that. And then for dual or self plus one and self plus family, the town pays 25%.
And then what, if the rest is withdrawn from the.
Withheld from paychecks, yes, each week.
What do we spend 1,000 on police and legal?
We didn't spend any.
Just have it there.
That was what was budgeted for 26. I left it for 27.
Anything other than wages that we need to check on that you all see? Does DMV cover the copier costs now?
They do.
Is it something they're gonna, okay.
Well, I mean, they pay for the cost of each copy that's printed.
Okay, so how does that fall in with the expense on here?
Under DMV or under,
Or DMV, yeah,
okay,
page 14.
copier expense. So that is the per page cost that, that they incur for copying. So that we're billed for each page that we copy or print, yeah. Well, I think we're given a base amount. Let me say that. I think we're given a base amount within the, like the lease agreement. And then additional copies are charged at whatever 0.08,
Okay, so that's
0.008.
where this fee comes from. They
Yes.
send, did they send you a bill or they just deduct it from the pay? Do they send you a bill for the copy expense?
Yes, through, well, we get, Rico bills us for the copy expense. Am I misunderstanding what you're asking? I'm not sure.
Do they send you a separate bill for the, for the copier expense?
Well, the copy company does, Rico. Are you talking about DMV or? No, oh, no. No, that's all done through Rico. That's just part of our office expense through Rico.
The fire funds is an in and out amount. Didn't put any street maintenance in here this time.
Oh. So the street sweeping is actually falls under on the next page.
16.
Yes.
So refuge expenses litter grant. Don't we get that $2,000?
We do, yes, and that is accounted for if you look on page 10. I'm sorry, page 11.
How does it fall under?
So the income is shown on page 11 under that second line, litter grants, and then the expenses on page 16. We have not done anything with that this year.
What do we normally do with that? So my thought would be on that. Would be if you all want to use it for for the landscaping on the park to offset that cost. If the money's sitting there, that's something you all can think about. Because you have on here, town park and field, we have $1,500 worth of expenses. So if we move that 2,000 there. It's a thought, and when we discuss this again, you all can. Would that work?
I don't know what the guidelines are on that litter grant, so
Oh, I understand. The litter grant is to encourage litter pickup. Okay, well, why can't it be to keep the field clean? The farmer's market clean.
I guess farmers market pay for that themselves.
Well, with the budget like it is, we might have to do something, but on here, you all are only selling $500. Is that all you think it costs to cut the field, the farmer's market?
okay, I see what you're talking about, maintenance and landscape. I don't know that that is cutting so much as it is just landscaping. I think the cutting is, all of that is under Public Works.
So you're saying for the cemetery to cut the grass, you're allowing 15,000. Miscellaneous expense at the cemetery, what is that? 10,000. I know they say we need to fix the road, right?
Yes, that is one thing there, yeah.
So 10,000 is probably will cover that. How about the plot purchases to buy plots back?
We have nothing under equipment supplies. Actual.
So I guess you didn't buy any new mowers, maybe, but then you have 6,000 in there. Is any of that equipment gonna need to be replaced?
Because we ought to do it, I think we ought to get bids to have somebody.
I don't think 6,000 is gonna replace a mower if we need to. I mean, that's 15,000 for wages and salaries for the cemetery for 8 months. 9 months. Figure that too.
Like I said, I think we have to look at that and see if we can subcontract it out. To one of these multiple lawn care companies and see if we can get a better deal. But then worry about their own equipment, we pay them whatever they bid. Has to be less than this.
I will tell you that everybody loves Lewis and how he takes care of this cemetery, and you're gonna have a lot of flack if y'all get rid of him.
I'm not saying I've got anything against Lewis, I know him, nice person, but if, with the town having
But
the problems that
we
we
have
have,
to,
if we could subcontract it out for less money than we put in the budget to do it ourselves, then we are obligated to the town to do what is best for the town.
but we are also obligated to the people that have loved ones down there to keep the cemetery nice. Like he does, I get compliments all the time. I can't see where you contract it out to somebody else that they go take the care of it, Lewis does.
It doesn't mean if you change the hands that the care is not gonna be the same. We just,
But
it's
if we got
something we have to deal with.
I don't think you're gonna find anybody any cheaper than what Lewis is doing.
So-
Up at
so
the
that's what we have to
airport.
do.
Up at the airport, they did that to see if they could sub it out. They found that Lewis was much cheaper.
30.
If you want some pissed off people, go ahead and get rid of Lewis to see what happens.
Well, I would just soon see what happens, because we're supposed to work for the town.
I understand that, and working for the town means we work for the people that have loved ones down at the cemetery. And if they're happy, that makes me happy. Having a person died and down there, it hurts. And I know how it hurts when you lose somebody. I don't have my son down there, but I have him at home. But you have to consider the people that have loved ones down there.
Well, you need to,
No, what I
you may
have to
be
do is-
discussing this for no reason at all.
I consider
We need
people's
to do a price
feelings.
comparison, because it's no need in making an issue of it if it doesn't need. So we'll do the price comparison and see what works out. Anything else?
I'll point out that the projected year-end total for wages is only 7,600. I know that 15,000 is budgeted in there. The cemetery stands alone, so that fund has to balance. We know that we're gonna take in approximately 43,000 in revenue in the cemetery. We have to expense 43,000 in the cemetery funds, so it stands
Say You're
alone.
gonna sell that many plots?
Yeah, I mean, between headstone markings and the interest that we collect and plot revenue,
Okay, so I don't understand. You're saying you think you're gonna take in $43,000 and you've gotta spend that 43,000.
it has to be budgeted. Doesn't mean we have to spend it, but it does have to be budgeted within that fund.
So then it sounds like it's time to do the driveway in there that a lot of people are complaining about. The roadway. That has been dealt with. Okay, something else to consider. Any more opinions? Your input is good. Anybody else have anything? The water debt service number doesn't change, right? That's pretty sad. The contracted service may be more or less, right?
Correct, yeah.
Water and sewer part-time. Is that his part, is that,
That's the water testing, Hunter.
yeah, okay. Is that's salary only?
Correct.
Electricity, does anybody know anything about the new bulbs that they're putting in the street lights now, if they use more or less electricity? You all know anything about that? I don't know either. Do we pay for the recycle bins?
We do.
We do pay for that.
Yeah.
And where's that? Is that a separate line item?
It is.
Is that considered, that's considered the recycle money, the litter, right? Can it go toward that?
I don't know what the guidelines are for that litter grant. I don't know.
Okay.
We're talking about this $125,000. There are grants out there.
Well, certainly,
And
absolutely,
we need to go ahead and apply for them now.
but we can't until you know where you're gonna put them. And that's what I'm trying to get the engineer hired for. So if he can tell us where we can explore to put one, then yes, absolutely. And the engineering company has agreed to help with that. So I think the company will be a good pick, a good choice for us. because of that. It
Well,
doesn't
grant will
mean,
pay for that engineering too, correct?
absolute, yes, it's already, yes, it's within the amount that we have for the grant. It's actually, it's a little less than the grant. And y'all think of anything else,
Council compensation.
we asked for a raise, we can't do it.
You
Okay.
bring it back down to $7,200.
Well, so seven, that's only 6 people, right? Seven,
Yes.
84, so somebody's not on there. Or it's just a year, we haven't. been-
Well, 84 is what's recommended for 27.
Yeah, okay. Are you looking at that? All right, well, we have to get the wage comparisons.
Does that fall under council compensation,
What's that?
the mayor?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah,
We'll bring you on phone.
yeah. What do we pay membership dues for? Is that including the Chamber of Commerce?
Chamber of Commerce, the E code, which is the general code, the VML. That's all I have listed here, but now I think the E code, that is what Muni code will replace, but we do have to go through 1 year of it before we can replace E code, so that will go away next year.
I don't know what that is.
That's all of the codification. We were with, I think it's called E Code 360. I don't know much about it either, other than that it will be a cost that we will not have to incur after next year.
Anything else y'all want to address? We got the bank stock revenue. Where do we get the bank revenue?
Bank stock revenue is every bank or trust company within the town limits pays an annual franchise tax measured by its net capital. I know that it shows $0 year to date. They don't pay that until May or June. And we got the information from the Virginia Tax Authority. We will collect this year $80,000, which should come next month or June. We don't usually get it till the end of the fiscal year.
Wow, that's increased from 50.
Yeah, yeah.
That's really good. Meal tax is really good. Local sales tax is not bad either.
Right, that increased this year. That's that tax that's collected by the Commonwealth and distributed to each county, and then it's divided up to the localities. It's a local sales tax and a moped sales tax based on the number of students who live in the town. It's kind of there's a population study that was done in 2022, but I think there was one that was just done in 2024 or 25 5. So,
I did not realize we got tax revenue based on
Yeah.
the students.
right.
Anybody else have any concerns or?
What is a transient occupancy tax revenue?
So any place that had, like the Dunlora Inn, when they have guests, they pay a percentage of their gross sales to the town. There's a few like Airbnb type places here. We get a little bit of revenue from them on an annual basis, not much, but mostly the Dunlora.
Thank you.
So there's another one also. Someone else in town does that.
So there was another one in town, the Shelton and Jones right down here, but they are no longer considered we received a document from their attorney stating that they were no longer considered like a transient occupancy, like a hotel or a motel place, but that they are a long-term. So now they just pay their property taxes, which puts them in a different category for that. So.
Fourth from the bottom on page 10. Miscellaneous revenue. We budgeted for $26,000 and for actual for the year end, 29,159.46.
Yes, so let me find
That is that cemetery money.
that was partially the cemetery wages that we had paid out that were reimbursed to us from the cemetery account, but it was for 2.5 years, I believe, that it had not been done. So I went back and audited that and did that. And then we also received an amount, I can't find it quickly, but an amount from when they were doing all of the flagging and all of the digging and everything, they hit the sewer line at Leslie's. They reimbursed us for the cost of repairs on that. And I did not really know anywhere else to put that. So put it in miscellaneous revenue so we could track that easily.
But you wouldn't put that under sewer repairs.
Well, it probably, but I didn't have a good place I didn't have a revenue line item in there and I
Got it labeled.
it's labeled, yeah.
Anybody have anything else? Any more questions? Bob, what you thinking?
Well,
More beef in the oven.
I've been thinking about that for the last hour here. On this one over here about streets and repair and stuff like that, who takes care of the streets? Is it VDOT?
VDOT should, yeah, if you let us know this, actually,
Don't turn down 7th Street,
I'm sorry,
don't turn on 7th.
what's Seventh Street,
Manholes up and down the road.
Seventh, is it, which block of Seventh Street?
It's about the whole way to your house, isn't it?
Manholes?
No, it's deep
Oh,
holes.
potholes,
Ah. It looks like a manhole.
A lot of the streets are broken up from
Everywhere.
the snow.
everywhere.
I could go and take a survey and probably come up with 20 roads, 20 streets.
Yeah, you're right, there are a lot of roads like that, so,
And to me, the streets broken up can be that dangerous. It should be fixed.
so Terry, we'll get a list together and let VDOT know about it. I'm sure they're aware.
Oh, I'm
They
sure.
just have so much, they just can't get all of them quickly, but.
How about streetlights?
Exactly.
VDOT doesn't do those.
Who does it?
So the town does pay for streetlights,
It
and
needs one.
you're talking about when this was requested, since it could be budget related, we'll discuss it because it costs to do this. There, in the beginning, there weren't enough homes back there, but I think you now probably have enough to suffice getting a street light. We'll have to look into that and see what the steps would be. How many are you looking for?
Need one on 7th, one on 8th.
See, I think every corner.
Yes. When
Okay,
the bears come out of the woods, and I'd like to be able to see them better.
so is this
How could you see them in
Chestnut?
your yard?
Huh?
How could you see them possibly in your yard?
Bears, we got pictures of bears in our yard.
All that stuff you got scattered around,
Yeah.
you can see?
Yes,
Okay, so, okay, so 7th and Chestnut and 8th and Chestnut, is that right?
and 9th. There'd be the whole stretch down Chestnut.
7, 8, and 9 on Chestnut, or I'll make a note of that and see what kind of fees
Now,
are involved.
does the homeowner need to pay for the light?
Well, if that's a good question. No, not unless you put it up. That's I don't,
VDOT puts it up, and I'm not VDOT, Virginia Power puts it up, and then they build the town.
that's right. I don't think, are you volunteering?
No, the reason I'm asking, because in Nebraska, I also had property. And we had lights on our property, and we had to pay for electricity there.
Yes, it all depends. It depends. See, we're an incorporated town, so we provide the street lights.
Hmm,
I will check into that.
I like to have 10 lights.
Yeah, where
There are like 9 new homes.
there are more back there than when this was originally requested back some years ago. And I don't remember the steps to get it, so we'll check with Dominion. Anything else? That will probably make your neighborhood happy.
That made me very happy.
Okay. Anybody else have anything? Thank you all for coming out. I hope it rains the rest of the week. Can we get a motion to adjourn if no one has anything? There's second.
Yes.
Motion to adjourn by David, second by Bob Barry. Thank you, Bob.
We appreciate that, Bob.
I gotta get to my corned beef. Come on.
All in favor of that motion, signify by aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right, thank y'all.
Have a good night, everybody.